we start tonight with the luckiest place on earth? Cleveland, Ohio. Who hits the lottery 3 times in 4 years? Cleveland does. Who waits to draft Johnny Manziel and gets to draft Johnny Manziel anyway? Cleveland. Who has the most home wins in the American League this year? Cleveland. Whose Arena League team is undefeated this season? Cleveland's. That's whose. This place isn't miserable anymore. It's documented by Forbes magazine, who ranks America's most miserable cities, and Cleveland came in 17th, so shut it. Yes, Cleveland is the land of opportunity, a cornucopia of sporting greatness. Its streets will be buried in confetti from all the championship parades that are destined to happen. You know who's taking their talents to Cleveland? Everybody who is anybody. Kim and Kanye might just honeymoon there. So it's time for Cleveland to start acting like Vegas. The Browns are going out of their way to promote what happens with Johnny Football in Berea stays in Berea. Why in the world would you do that? If I'm the mayor of Cleveland, I'm walking around flashing the money sign because Manziel Mania cannot be shut down. And if I have any shared genetics with Dan Gilbert, I don't care if I'm 8 cousins removed from the Cavs owner, I'm buying Powerball tickets tonight. What are the odds of hitting 3 NBA draft lotteries in 4 years? I don't know. I'm not Nate Silver, but I do know that their chances of hitting this one was 1.7%, topping the 2.8% chance from 2011. Forget wrecking one league. Let's wreck them all. From Shaker Heights to I can't name another area of Cleveland. I'd be screaming from the rooftops, this is Cleveland, Ohio, and this is heaven. Now, let's all understand that this is all new for the people of Cleveland, where getting hit by lightning didn't have a proverbial positive sense to it. But it seems like even those who are usually the most down in the dumps in Cleveland are getting involved in the excitement.
Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the team, he said, here in Cleveland, everywhere I go, people know me. And I was out to dinner recently, and a homeless person was out on the street, looked up at me, and said, draft Manziel.
In Cleveland, the homeless are radically talented, an untapped resource of the city's unearthed greatness. And you all know what's about to happen next. He's coming back. He's going to make up for past sins. In the ultimate make-good of all time, LeBron is going to film a 3D blockbuster where he announces to the world his intentions to return home. The Decision 2, Electric Boogaloo. Think this is a joke? Then you don't know Cleveland or their exiled king.
Anybody that tells you that it's a pipe dream, that there's no chance, that it's foolishness, that he could return, doesn't know what they're talking about. When LeBron left Cleveland, I was obviously talking to people close to him, that whole situation. They were telling me from day one, don't be surprised if he ever comes back.
Really? And you know what? Sir Charles is already rubber stamping the return of the king because his subjects deserve it.
Well, I've always thought he was going to go back to Cleveland. I've always thought that. The guy's a great player. He's a great person. And I got to tell you something, I really do hope he goes back to Cleveland. Because, you know, those fans in Miami, they're not real fans. Those fans in Cleveland are real fans. I think I was always hoping that he would go back to Cleveland.
Now, as Sir Charles points out, we all know there's no heart in Miami. But there is in Cleveland, literally. The Cleveland Clinic's heart program is ranked as the best in the nation, 19 years running. So yes, he is taking his talents to the Cuyahoga. It doesn't have a ring to it, but he might put a ring on it, baby. And if LeBron goes back to Cleveland, he could join the Zen Master, Phil Jackson. Actually, that's the aforementioned mayor of Cleveland, Frank Jackson. The Phlegm Master? Fans will be unpacking their witness shirts, you know they still have them, and finally they can take those absurd dog masks off so the world can see their sheer joy when Johnny Football turns the dog pound into a VIP room replete with bottles and models and Drake. And none of this is a stretch. Really. Guess who is really good friends with Johnny Football? That's right, King James. So are you ready, planet Earth, for the second coming of Titletown in Cleveland? You're not? Is it because Cleveland might be a mush? Let me rephrase that. Are a mush? This town's been crapping out for years. All that may have happened over the last few weeks is they hit the horn bet. It doesn't mean the money isn't going back on the table, and history says the hard 10 isn't coming for them for a while. Their last championship won by any Cleveland team came in 1964. But everyone's luck turns, doesn't it? We don't know who's going to coach the Cavaliers. Brian Windhorst said Billy Donovan's of interest. Of course, if LeBron comes back, he'll pick someone of note. And we can't say that Johnny Football is going to go bust because everything about him so far says boom, even if the Browns are trying to hold off on detonating him. So yes, Cleveland is the luckiest town on earth for today. Maybe they should just throw the parade now.